Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Amigis book club. We're back.
We're back again, and we are doing the 4 chapters like we said last time, and we've been pretty good.
We delayed the posting of the recording because I was busy with work. I said Brenda, but I did technically read everything in time, even though I didn't think I was going to do it, but I forced myself to do it. So why don't we get started with chapter 3? And let's see, we're just going to skim our notes, but also the book because, we kind of left journals somewhere and we read so long ago, so we just need to refer to things. Sorry about that.
Yes. So, all right, chapter 3, a pint-sized criminal. I think that's where the story is really, really gonna start turning out to be really juicy.
No, okay. To start, and again, disclaimer: if you haven't read the book, you don't want a spoiler. Don't watch this. Stop.
Come back later.
Come back later. Okay, read with us. So to start, okay, my first thought was: does the motel not have security? Do they not have cameras? Because she goes back to her motel after she goes to the police station, and the door's open. So what's his name? Knox is like acting all macho, like, oh, I'll go in, which is great. We always like a nice chivalrous, strong man to protect us. And that was the first thing that came to my mind, where it's just like, does the motel not like their clients? Like they don't like money?
I honestly thought, because she also describes how the motel looks. It just sounds very, very yucky. Just do not stay there at Go to the next town over if you have to, because I think that was the only spot.
You know what? It's kind of giving like TJ motels that are like you can book for 15 minutes, if you know what I mean, like just rural sketch. But you know what? It probably sounded worse than the TJ ones, because the TJ ones they care about who's going in and out, and it's anyway. Besides the point.
Yeah, so I did love that Knox just went into full protective, almost I don't want to say, I'm going to just say almost like a boyfriend, because he's like, no, you stay here and I'm going to go. And I think that's where we get to meet her niece.
Yes.
For the first time, her niece. And oh my goodness, I forgot her name. It's a weird...
Wailing. We're just going to call her Way.
Way. They call her Way, so she's just going to be Way.
Yeah. No, I was like, there must be some huge family issues if there's this secret child that no one knows about, not the parents, not the daughter. And then also, oh, you're a bad mom. Why are you abandoning your daughter underage? CPS.
She's 11 or 12. So this is a very critical moment that a girl needs her mom, because we know puberty's gonna hit. Teenage years are rough, and now Noemi is stuck.
No, and not just, I think this is where we find out that she did run away from her wedding. I think they were kind of giving little hints at it. And then she freaked out because her wedding dress was there. Again, what a horrible sister. She stole her money, stole everything of value, and smeared her favorite lipstick. I felt that one.
I honestly thought of one of my lipsticks. I'm like, oh, that would hurt.
Man, I fight my sister over that, let alone my money, let alone leaving me with your kid.
Lipstick is not cheap.
You're right. So yeah, I think that chapter was really telling. And again, the little kid seems like a brat too. So I'm hoping they're not, but maybe it just might be due to their circumstances. It is a tough life when you have a parent who it seems like everyone hates, is always in trouble, and doesn't really have a way to make ends meet. So
yeah. So any other thoughts?
No, I think that's it for me. Let's get into chapter 4.
All right, chapter 4. I will say, was chapter 4 where we actually got to meet Knox's brother? Okay, first of all, I feel like they are day and night and day, because Knox's brother is, what is it, the chief of police?
Yeah,
he's the chief of police, and then you have Knox.
Well, hold on, we don't know what Knox does.
We don't know what he does, but he seems to be the bad boy.
He does.
And maybe Knox's brother is the star, the favorite child or something, just because he's has a good job. He seems a little bit more clean cut or something like that. But I think that's all we know. But they hate each other.
Yeah. No, you know what's so funny? My notes, the child is rude. I don't have children. I'm so sorry. But I'm just the child is rude. I'm your mom just left you. Don't CPS is. I'm just kidding. No, that's horrible. So hot cop. That's what I wrote down too because yeah, they're describing him like clearly. Tina. Wait, Tina, right? No, Naomi also finds this attraction, and there's tension between the brothers. Almost a similar relationship between the sisters, where it's like you're right, one good, one bad, but they kind of secretly hate each other. Maybe they're competing in a way.
Who knows? Maybe their dad just was like comparing them the whole time, and that's why they don't have a good relationship.
And they're both into Naomi.
And they are both. Let me just tell you, the brother is so all over her.
Right. I think it was funny because I think the brother is trying to tease his brother by flirting with her, and he knows that he's getting under Knox's skin. So.
Oh yeah. Yes, I think that's what chapter 4 was about. Again, Knox was very overprotective, which we like. Made sure the girls packed up and was heading over to, I believe, Tina's place.
Actually, hold on. I do want to say, so at this stage in the chapter, they also basically tell her, if you don't take her, she goes to CPS. And she didn't want to burden her parents because they were going on vacation. But this is such a huge ordeal. I am so sorry, even if my parents hadn't taken a vacation for 20 years. Like, hey, my sister has a child and she just abandoned and stole. Like, that's something that's worth putting a pause to.
Oh, you're right.
I feel, right? But
yes. But I think it just shows how much of like a good person the authors really kind of make knowing
yeah. So then now they're segueing into, they're not going to stay at the motel because Knox is like, you're really going to stay here. Clearly it's a janky motel. And so they go to Tina's trailer, which has an eviction notice. It also looks like it was ransacked. And she's like looking at the space and sees that the daughter, Wei, her room is like the cleanest thing in that dang trailer. And I think
it's just a realization of how bad off the kid really is living, because I think for a moment when they were describing Wei's room was that it seems very girly.
Yeah,
like how I mentioned, it's clean. It's the cleanest part of the actual trailer or whatever type of house it is. But I feel like it's also like if she has a girly side Wei, then maybe Naomi and Wei might kind of get along. They might have some kind of like similarity. So we shall see. But I think other than that, I think I do kind of like Wei's sense of humor, because she did mention that yes, the mom took whatever she could. She took the TV, but Wei's like, I took the remote.
I think up until like these first few chapters, the book is engaging enough for you to actually want to keep reading. So chapter 5 is basically Knox saying, hey, I have a place for you to stay because you're not going to stay here. And it's this cute romantic cottage. And, this is where it starts getting real Hallmarky, right? Exactly, where he's saving the day.
Yes. And then, like it's honestly like the cutest little like a cottage place and like in the forest,
right?
With, like near a river, and like they have their own space. And I think Knox actually lives not that far.
That's what it's coming down to. And it appears like, so it's like some mystery woman who I guess does, I don't want to say charity work, but is willing to have some kind of deal or barter, or maybe like a cheap rent. She's like, I can't afford a place like this. And he's like, just talk to this woman, which I forgot her name already.
I did forget, but Knox made sure like, this is where you're living. All you have to do is just go have dinner and introduce yourselves to this mysterious lady.
Although I'm going to bet it's probably going to be his mom.
Oh my gosh. Well, it might be the mom.
Certain cultures, like the guys that think they're like macho, they call their mom by their first name, or like if the mom was a cop, or if some moms like being called by the first. So I have a feeling
it could be the mom.
We don't know.
It could be the mom, or it might be his sister that we don't even know, because apparently Knox is not an only child. So then we might get to meet the whole family at this point.
Mystery children left and right. So all is well. Okay, chapter 6. What's chapter 6?
You know what? I actually like chapter 6 because it shows Noemi and Wei building like a little relationship.
Yeah. Wei doesn't eat vegetables.
No vegetables, just frozen meals. Whatever you get out of the fridge, the freezer aisle, that's all she eats. She fends for herself.
Yeah, I think this is also like a place, like as an adult. I mean, could you imagine having to raise your child that isn't yours, right? Has seems to have very liberal rules. So Naomi's trying to apply structure to her life. It's a change. It's a whole dance that you have to do with
It
a
is. It
teenager.
is. I think it'll be like a very interesting, but a pretty humorous relationship because you can tell
Hmm.
Naomi is the planner. And then there's Way. She's just a girl. She's just a kid enjoying life, doing what she likes to do. She has no rules, no structure. So I think they'll get to like build a nicer little relationship on
Yeah.
trying to learn each other, have some compromises.
What else goes along this chapter?
Oh, they go to the grocery
You go
store.
to the grocery store, yeah.
For some reason, everybody keeps thinking Naomi is her sister.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Everyone she meets at the grocery store, anyone who passes by thinks that's Tina because obviously Way is always with her now.
Right.
And so like the deli meat lady, she was rude. She was very rude, tossing her freaking turkey deli slices at her. Then Naomi finally snaps. It's like, I'm not Tina. I am her sister.
Right. Like put some respect on my name, basically. She should at this point just walk around with like a shirt that says,
Yes.
I'm not Tina, I'm Naomi, we're twins, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a really nice moment. And then I think at some point they go eat at a restaurant, right?
I think they go back to the cafe that she actually started at. Yes.
The cafe. She loves coffee, so she's my girl. But hot coffee, I don't know. And then some woman approaches her, and she's like, "Do you want a job?"
Oh yeah, that was like a very sketchy moment. What was her name? Like Sherry or something? It is like a very weird name.
Apparently super popular, but I think it's also it gave weird, unpredictable, almost sketchy vibes because one, knowing that the sister has or Tina has such tumultuous relationships with everyone in town, why would someone willingly come up to Naomi and say, "Hey, do you want a job? I know you're Tina's sister." And then it's like the honky tonks. Like, I feel like it's like some like country version of Hooters. That's what it's sounding like.
That's exactly what I thought.
Right? Okay.
Like some kind of Hooters because I'm assuming Naomi's a really, really pretty girl.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. And so like here's a whole like basically a homeless, beautiful girl. Why not go up to her and like just like you can make some fast money or whatever, have a job, it's yours. Just show up.
Yeah.
Show up to the shift and that's all you have to do.
And that's kind of where that chapter ends, right?
Yeah, that's where
the job offer. And she's gonna take it because she needs money.
Yep.
And I would too. I don't blame her. I'm like, dang, I need money, and then what else am I gonna do in this town? Clearly, she has to stay.
And she has a niece to take care of now.
Yeah. I will say I didn't find any new vocabulary words in all these chapters. I don't think this book is for vocabulary building, but it's fun. It's entertaining. It's getting us back into reading. And how long did it take you to read these 4 chapters?
Honestly, not that long. Maybe max like 30 minutes because it's very like easy read. You can just like go through the page.
You did it all in one go.
I did it all in one go.
Yeah. I think for me, because I get so busy with work, I sometimes think I don't have time to read, so I won't even start until I say, you know what, just freaking do it and just finish it. And I was able to finish it in a day, but I was also like prolonging it. So if you're like me, just do it. Just do it. And I just read it before I went to bed.
Honestly, like it might be even like a good book to read before bed because it's a quick read.
No, it is. So far we're enjoying it. We're having fun. I think.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, so it really just like leaves you on a cliffhanger, and you're like, what's gonna happen next?
I know, so much romance, so much like tension. There's a lot of tension. I feel
there is.
So far. There's just a lot of tension building. So we'll see how long goes, And I wonder what brother she's gonna choose because it's Knox or the sheriff. Although, what if Knox is? Well, no, I don't think he's Way's baby. The father. But what if? I feel like maybe he hooked up with Naomi. Like if you hook up with my sister, I'm not gonna get with you. So I'm gonna go with the sheriff.
So we'll see. So we'll read. Should we do like the next 4 chapters?
Yeah, let's do the next 4 chapters. So do the next 4 chapters. If you want us to discuss anything else, I think we have like 8 viewers. If you want us to discuss anything else, feel free to drop it in the chat. I think there's so much to dive into, but so far it's just a lot of storyline building and
Mm-hmm.
backgrounds that are being given. So we're glad you enjoyed. Thank you so much, and
We'll see y'all at the next one. The
at
next
the
four
next
chapters.
one. All right, bye everyone. Oh.